Today I'm going to do a really quick demo on the basics behind this new project I've created, TerraForge. It's been out for a few months now and it's slowly getting more and more advanced with the graphics, with the capabilities of the app, where you can build a lot more in-depth physics-based, real-world physics-based planets, as well as now you can even visualize what it looks like standing on your planet after you've built it. And everything is backed in real science for the most part. It gets into like Roche zones when it comes to moons being too close to the planet, and we'll get into a little bit of that and how to create things like that. Just the surface, the colors of planets, what chemical compositions make planets red or blue like Neptune, what makes planets habitable. And and certain elements you'll see in the building process of planets will result in a habitability score, and it's really fun to try and play with those scores, see how close you can get to 100%. And it's amazing how the community has really gotten into this and gotten them pretty close. I think the best I've seen is about 98%, 96%. So I'm going to show you how you can do things like this in this app. So we're going to create a planet. Enters the builder mode. So in here you start basically with no composition of the planet set. This is your opportunity to kind of put together different elements, and this really drives what type of planet it's going to create in the end, along with its orientation to the sun or its star, and you can select that type of star, and I'll get into that in a little bit also. So let's just say we want to we're just going to want to play with this. We want to explore. Let's start with an Earth-like planet. So it's a preset. It puts all the elements together for it, and you can see the different parts of the element compositions. You got a little bit of hydrogen, but a lot more parts oxygen, a little bit of iron, silicon. You scroll down, you can kind of get this breakdown of exactly what the element composition is for the planet. But also you can go into the environment. You can see what type of star your planet is orbiting. In this case, this is an out-of-box Earth preset. So it's orbiting a yellow star, sun-like our star, within the habitable area, habitable zone. 1 astronomical unit away. Even the mass, everything is based off of like Earth's mass. So this is 1 times Earth mass and 24-hour rotation. In this case here, the preset doesn't really come with any moons, but you can add moons to it. So let's start off by building out what we have here as a preset. You get into this, and it creates this beautiful Earth-like planet. And you have the ability to go in and actually walk on the planet and see what it looks like in a 3D visualization based on the stuff that you've put together. So if we go back and let's say we're going to edit it a little bit more, and I do want to add one of those moons, so I can add a moon here. I'll put the orbit pretty far out there. I mean, our moon sits like pretty out there. I'll make it a little bit of larger. I'll add a moon. So I'll remove that one. Once I build the planet now, you'll notice that, there's a little moon there. Put it on our planet. If I wanted to now make this an Earth with, let's just say an Earth with rings on it. So there's an options here where I'm going to add another moon. Because of physics, certain moons, if they're too close to the planet, they break up and they create rings. This is kind of what happened with Saturn, a little bit with Jupiter. So in this case, I'm gonna make it a pretty massive moon that's broken up, but I'm gonna make the orbit relatively close. So let's build the planet now. You can see it's a really nice big ring system around our Earth. And what's really great is that if I go in and look at this planet from the surface, you can look up into the sky and see that ring system that we had on there. And in some cases, you'll see the moon that's floating up above also. So if we clear this out, there's other different types of planets that we can create. So let me go back here. I'm gonna clear it. Make a water world. So notice with water world planets, habitability is much higher because you have large oceans. There's so much more that can happen. Even on our own planet, there's a lot more life in our oceans than there are on the land. Even with that, the visualization shows you, you can see algae because this is a very highly habitable planet. I think it was up to 96%. You can see the rain flowing on it. But people have really built, you can save each of these planets that you've built. So I love just going in and looking at some of the planets that people have made. Let's explore some of the worlds here. The ones that are most intriguing sometimes I find are some of the rocky planets, because some people have made them relatively habitable. So I like this one I checked out the other day. It's kind of cool. 80% rocky world. When you view it, it kind of looks like a Mars, but a little bit more habitable than Mars. I can see more of a blue sky here, but you can see the renderings and everything. There's ways like, okay, I want to see what this planet looks like with rings on it. So I can go to remix it. I'm going to put one of them moons on there, large mass on there, build the planet. Comes out with these rings. Really cool lighting effects with the stars that are in their system. Just scroll around and you can see the ring rendered on the planet. It's kind of cool. So it's really go and show you, like, dirt in the environments. You can put in several different types of star types, from blue supergiants. And notice even the physics shows that the planet in that same orientation where it was at 0.62 astronomical units before, when it's this close to its star, it's going to move really quick. So the farther out you move it, the slower the planet will kind of go. Blue supergiants are extremely luminous and hot stars, so it's very hard to kind of get something in the sweet zone here. But all the way down to like neutron stars and supernova remnants, which give really cool visual effects. So if I move the same planet into the habitable zone of one of these guys and I build it, there's a lot more radiation that comes off of a neutron star. So, or I'm sorry, in a supernova explosion or neutron star. So in this particular case, like, that same planet composition is now down to a 50% habitability score, only because of the radiation, and it'll tell you all that right here in like the in some of the results on the side. So looking at planets like this, sometimes you can actually see, you can see it a little bit here. You can see like the remnants of the sky. So this is that same planet that we rendered before, but under a different star. And notice how the environment and standing on that planet is completely different. The lighting, the luminosity, the colors in the sky, it's pretty cool. So if I go back here and I can take that same planet, let's put it near a black hole. Notice how far out I'm going to have to be for a black hole to be in the habitable zone. So let's build that planet out. So same planet, not as habitable as before. But you can see that black hole in the sky. So we could take the same composition and see what happens if we really get close to that black hole. Build that planet. Obviously, the habitability is going to drop to near zero. And even the type of world changes. It's a lava world now because it's just being blown apart by the black hole there. So this is really cool to see from the surface. Just looking up at our rings and that black hole in the sky, which is kind of pretty cool the way it looks. So, I mean, you can save your planets. I'm going to get into my next edition of these videos and get into how you can build star systems. So you can take all of the various planets that you build, put it in one single star, and you can have your own star system. So I'll do that on the next talk. But for now, I just want to kind of give a really cool quick demo of what this app is capable of. And there's going to be more to come in the future.